The nomadic Ute Indians tell us they've lived in the Rocky Mountains for thousands of years. Imagine Utes camped in their teepees along the Colorado River near the Yampa Hot Springs. They considered the natural hot springs sacred, performing ceremonies and soaking in them for rejuvenation and healing. Hi, I'm Bill Kight, Executive Director of the Glenwood Springs Historical Society and Frontier Museum. It only seems natural then that in the 1800s, Glenwood Springs would become a center for tourists to visit and to experience the therapeutic effects of the hot springs. It welcomed visitors first on foot, then by carriage, train, and eventually by automobile. But it was the train that put Glenwood Springs on the map, creating access for everyone. Tom Mix came by train, making the first full-length silent movie using the railroad. Teddy Roosevelt came by rail many times, making the Hotel Colorado his Western White House. And the train not only brought more and more visitors to Glenwood Springs, it also brought all the goods and materials to build the infrastructure that created a destination resort. One of the founders of Glenwood Springs was Isaac Cooper. His wife named our town Glenwood after their hometown, Glenwood, Iowa. Isaac later added the word springs to promote his vision of what we today call a resort. His idea was one of, and I quote, sharing their miracle healing with the ill of the entire world. Not only did the ill be drawn to this beautiful mountain town, so were the wealthy who wanted a place to get away from the cares of the world and relax. The term spa in the mountains came from one of the early developers of Glenwood Springs, Walter Devereaux. In February 1888, Walter started the construction of what is now the Hot Springs Pool, finishing in time for the July 4th, 1888 dedication. The stone bathhouse wasn't completed until December 1888. Wanting to attract people for the healing waters of the hot springs, Walter Devereaux constructed the Hotel Colorado and the Vapor Caves in 1895. So from its beginning, Glenwood Springs has benefited from what it means to be a resort town and has invited people from all over the world to come here and, as a resort does, relax and recreate. Today, Glenwood Springs has 3 hot springs destinations: the Yampa Spa Hot Springs Vapor Caves, Glenwood Hot Springs, and the Iron Mountain Hot Springs. Natural and man-made attractions make this town compelling to visitors, such as the Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park, the Frontier Historical Museum, historic lodging, and our historic downtown. Tourism continues to contribute to the economic driver of Glenwood Springs. History continues to remain important to our visitors. So next time you come to Glenwood Springs, drop by the historic Frontier Museum and you'll find displays and walking tours of downtown and such places as the Pioneer Cemetery where Doc Holliday is buried. Glenwood Springs continues to remain an important historic destination and will do so well into the future.